Niggas don't die. I said niggas don't die.
It's Rakem Balogun with HSB Weapons Consultation and Marksmanship Training, and I'm here at the House of Balogun today. And thankfully, thanks to my brother Robert Taylor and my brother Rama, we got a beautiful collection of weapons here to go over. And today's special is the free Rakem Balogun gun special. I hope y'all enjoy. So today we're going to be talking about the three main purposes of what you want to buy a firearm for. You got everything from home protection to everyday carry, and then you got your battle weapons. What we're going to start out with is our home protection weapons. My brother Robert Taylor is going to come on and he's going to explain to you what weapons are best for home protection and what types of ammunition and things like that you should run with them.
Peace and power, it's your brother Robert with the Chopper, a Geronimo Tactical. And today we'll be talking about shotgun choices for home defense. And we have two shotguns here, two shotguns of my choice that I chose that I think will be great for home defense. Here you have the Mosburger Shockwave. You know, it's the newbie online. Y'all got to excuse boy ass barking. Good boy, calm down. You can check it out. This is the new crave of the gun culture. We talking about the Mosburger Shockwave, cost-efficient shotgun, legal, 14-inch barrel, hose 5 in the tube. This would be great for home defense. It can be great for a good truck gun. You know, if somebody decides to steal your truck, you're not out of a lot of money. I think for this shotgun, I paid around $350. Check your local gun store. You may be able to find it a little bit cheaper. I would run for home defense. A lot of people are worried about penetrating rounds. So I would say run double lock buck or number 8 buckshot would be great for this shotgun. Next, we have my favorite, the Kel-Tec Ksg. This bad boy right here, I have it. I have some Talon grips on. I have a couple modifications on this shotgun, but basically, this is more of an expensive type of shotgun. But with this shotgun, what it does, it gives you more rounds. It's a bullpup design, and it has two tubes, and a selector switch. So if you want to go from double lock buck, you want to go to double lock buck to slugs, which I wouldn't recommend to have for home defense, but just in case you got to make that shot, you can switch it over to slugs. But double lock buck, number 8 buck, less penetrating rounds. You got the kiddos in the next room. You don't want anything to happen to the kids when you're defending the house. Go with those type of rounds. This shotgun right here, stock, will run you about $800. When I bought mine, maybe it's a little expensive, maybe it's a little cheaper. Like I said, it's a bullpup design, so it gives you the option of firing rounds shouldered, unlike the Mossberg we talked about earlier, where you have to shoot it off your body. You can actually shoot this shotgun on your body and move through the house without the barrel showing when you're clearing the room. So with KSG 12 gauge shotgun, great home defense weapon also. Yeah, also some modifications I need to make, but I just bought this shotgun. I maybe put 50 rounds through it. You can add a flashlight. Flashlights are always good for home defense. If it's dark at night, you hear a bump in the night, you don't want to give up your position, but once you spot the assailant, a good flashlight can blind that assailant. You can fire your shot, take the person down, take whoever down that's inside your house or whatever. Other than that, you know, keep it simple. You know, shotgun, nothing fancy. That's what I say. KSG. Can't go wrong.
All right, so we went over the home protection weapons, mainly the Mossberg Shockwave and the Kel-Tec Ksg 12 gauge. Both very good weapons for home protection. Now we're gonna move on to what we would call everyday carries. With the everyday carries, my brother Rama Adi is gonna come up and he's gonna cover that for us. And
we're gonna talk about everyday carry. There's many different types of everyday carry that you can choose to carry. Some people choose to carry full-size everyday carry weapons, such as this one right here. It's the FN57. It shoots a 5.7 round, I believe is what it is. Pretty good gun. This gun here is gonna run you about $1,200. Kind of expensive, but it's a very, very good gun. The ammunition that you can get, if you can get the good stuff, it's actually armor piercing. So a lot of cops try and get this gun here off the streets. It comes standard with 20 rounds. You can get a 30-round magazine, extended magazine, but it's a pretty good gun, very accurate. Actually, when I first saw this gun on Call of Duty, I was like, man, I really want to get one of these. So this is a gun that I really want real bad. Pretty good gun. It's made in Belgium, but it's a really good gun. Okay, this is another gun that people choose to like to carry. This here is the Kel-Tec PMR-30. The Kel-Tec PMR-30 is a very lightweight gun. It's mostly made out of polymer, like almost the whole gun is polymer, pretty much. Ambidextrous safety on both sides. This gun here comes standard with 30 rounds. So when you buy it, you can get 2 magazines, so you get 2 30-round magazines. Picatinny rail on the bottom. This gun actually shoots a specific type of ammo. It's recommended if you get this gun that you get the CCI Maxi Mags. If you get anything else, such as the Winchesters, it's probably gonna jam. Also, read the instructions on this gun. You have to read the instructions because it's very picky with the way you load this gun. But this is a very awesome gun. They call it the poor man's 5.7, but I have nothing but love for this gun. This is a really good gun for everyday carry because it's light, very light gun, and it's a very powerful gun. It's a 22 Magnum. We're gonna change it up a little bit. This one here, the revolvers. There are many different types of revolvers. This one here happens to be a Taurus. This one here is a Taurus 9mm, and if you notice, the hammer is shaved so it don't get caught up in your clothes. Has a real heavy trigger squeeze on it, but this is a really, really good gun for self-defense. So this is another gun I think you should look at. For women, this would be a very good gun because you squeeze that trigger, it's gonna fire. Less chances for malfunctions with a revolver. So I like revolvers. One other gun I'm gonna go over. Magazine's empty. This one here is the Glock 33. It's a Glock 33. It is a 357 SIG, not 357 Magnum, 357 SIG. Actually, I extended the grip, so when you grip it, your finger actually, if you notice, your pinky, it sits on this little pinky rest. Gives you more control of the gun. Glocks are great guns, they're proven. This gun here can actually be worn on your ankle as a backup gun. It's a very powerful backup gun. They call it the pocket rocket. But yeah, cost efficient, probably about $350, $400. It feels really good in your hand, and it's very, very accurate and very powerful. So that's just a few of the everyday carries that you can choose. You can choose many other everyday carries, but those are just a few options. So go out, train, 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 and thank you.
All right, now to my favorite section, the battle guns. This is where I kind of shine at. We got a lot of stuff to look at here. I'm not really going to go into everything, but I want to kind of explain to you what the necessity of having battle guns are for. You want something that's definitely going to be a solid weapon that you can send a lot of rounds down range, put it through a lot of abuse, and still be able to put it back into action after the firefight is over, should the firefight restart. Some of the weapons you want to use for suppression, some of the ones that you're going to be clearing and defending with, and the other ones, like this Remington, what is it? The Remington 783 30-06. Thanks to brother Robert Taylor. Thank you. This is gonna be your Overwatch and your cover weapon. All right. This is 30-06 round, huge round. If it touches you, it's taking you. But let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about the handguns first. I got two handguns up here that I specifically like a lot because they are classic models. What we have here first, this is, and I wouldn't call this one, for the sake, a battle weapon because it is so shiny and bright. You don't want something that's going to reflect a lot of light so the enemy can tell your position. But this is the Taurus PT92AR. It is a replication of the original Beretta 92A1. The difference with the Taurus and the 92A1 is that the safety feature was actually on the slide with the A1. Taurus went ahead and moved that down so that it's in a better position on the lower receiver on the grip. Now, for people like myself who have shorter thumbs, now once I'm ready to fire and I want to take it off safe, it's right here and it's not way up here. My thumb isn't quite that long, so this feels a lot better for me. I really like this weapon because it has a wide grip on it. I may not have the biggest hands, but that wide grip does feel better and it gives me a more stable shot. So the 92AR, the 92A1 models, I love them. Although this is only a 22 caliber model, this is a 1911. This one is made by Sig Sauer. I consider 1911 just all the way around a great battle weapon because, I mean, hell, it was created in 1911 and it hasn't changed since. The original round, or should I say caliber, was a 45. With the 45, the only thing I don't like about the 1911 is the low capacity for the magazine. You get 7 rounds for the 45 caliber 1911. This is 22. I'm not sure exactly. This is the Comrade's gun, but it may be right around 15 rounds, perhaps. But this is 22 caliber long rifle 1911. Don't get it twisted. 22 caliber is still a dangerous weapon, like Rama was telling you about earlier. I would even consider this to be a battle weapon. You know, like you said, it's the poor man's FN57, which he has here. But I do it as an everyday carry. Not necessarily. It's a little bit bulky, but it's a great weapon system. Now, as far as assault rifles go, you know, people have their preferences. We talk about ARs, we talk about AKs, we talk about submachine guns, we talk about a lot of different things. We talk about battle weapons. The submachine gun would probably be something more or less that special ops type person would use. A smaller caliber, maybe even same caliber as an AR or a 7.62 for an AK. But it's definitely going to be more compact and more of an operator's weapon for clearing tight spaces. Something like this MP5 here. Now, once again, this one here is only a 22 caliber, and no, this is not a suppressor. This is for cosmetics only. It's really nice. I like the way it looks. But the MP5 is something that's been used by Special Forces world round for years. This one has, like all MP5s, has the collapsible stock here. Simple push up a button. You can extend it or close it back in. Easier. This is also a weapon you can kind of conceal with the right garments. And then, of course, the AR-15. This one is an MMP-15. Got the Kel-Tec sights here with the magnifying lens. Nice little light on the front here. Got some flip-up iron sights. This is Brother Robert's weapon. I thank him a lot for bringing this one out as well. With any AR-15, you can get civilian approved 10-round magazines. You can get 30-round magazines. Hell, you can even go out and buy a 100-round drum. Great battle weapons. You're looking at 825 meters of accurate fire from an AR-15 to a point target. MP5, the standard caliber for it is a 9mm. You're looking at about 400 to 500 yards accurate fire to a point target if you're that good with a short barrel submachine gun type weapon. Next, these are more the close to mid-range weapons I talked about, but next I want to talk to you about long range. I kind of mentioned the Remington 783 30-06 earlier. Most military special forces or snipers, and even snipers for police, still use 308 and 30-06 caliber. They're very similar, but not the same. I feel maybe equally detrimental if applied right by the right shooter. But as far as battle weapons go, also it's not just a matter of what you can sling and carry on your shoulder and do an open carry with, or provide protection with. Say you work for a security firm or you're in some type of community program or organization. These are good weapons to have on a sling, but then there's also weapons that are almost, I wouldn't say 100% battle ready, but would sustain for inclement situation that you can't conceal and carry with you. In this bag here, what I have here is an everyday carry day bag. Inside of it, I have sub 2000 9mm rifle, 9mm carbine rifle. Folds over. Fits right in this bag. This is something you can throw over your shoulder and carry with you every day. Put your cell phone in the pocket, maybe a little first aid kit, an iPad, whatever else you want to fit in there with a couple of magazines. This one here actually has one magazine inserted already and a spare on the buttstock, which was an add-on piece that the Comrade bought and put on this weapon. They do have a lot of modifiable pieces that you can order and replace. You can get rid of the plastic trigger, get better feeding trays, and it is a blowback weapon. Very compact. Like I said, you can just fold it right over, put it in your bag, and be good. Now the round capacity on the magazine, it's a 17 round double stack mag capacity. I got 2 of them here, there's 34 rounds. I could probably disseminate an increment situation really quick with 34 rounds if need be. Like I said, you got an everyday carry bag. You probably got extra magazines in there, extra, maybe a box of ammunition on top of those extra magazines that are already loaded. So, today, we've been over home defense, we've been over everyday carries, and we've also been over battle weapons. Some of us talked about our favorites, some of us just talked about what we're talking about, what the uses are. I don't necessarily have a favorite out of all of these. If I had to choose, I'd go with my AR-15 for a battle weapon for my primary, a 92A or 92 AR, PT92 AR by Taurus as my secondary, and of course, for my breech, I prefer a good old-fashioned Mosburg 590 Shockwave. I feel like this will get the job done if I need to knock a door in. I like the Kel-Tec, a little bit bulky for my taste, but those would be my top picks. All of these guns, not all of them are the most cost efficient, but some of them are really good guns for really good prices. And if you're a first time buyer, I would definitely consider some of these brands, some of these weapons that are on the table. And if you haven't watched my cost efficient guns and accessories video before, go back, watch it. I want to thank Brother Rama Aunt for coming out. I want to thank Brother Robert Taylor for coming out, GMF, to GMF till my death. And I also want to give a shout out to Taji for lending me some music for this episode. At the end, you'll be able to see all his information for Bandcamp and all his links. He's got videos coming out. You guys stay on the lookout for him. Brother Robert, Geronimo Tactical. As usual, it's always a pleasure when we do work. Like we say, black power and gunpowder, baby. It's the only way. Peace and power, because my peace is power and my peace is power. I love y'all.
Yeah, peace and power, man. We also want to dedicate this episode to our comrade, Rakem Balogun, that was falsely accused of being a black identity extremist. You can follow his story on his page, his Facebook page, Free Rakem Balogun. You can make donations on our Cash App at $GMF214, our PayPal, GMF214. We just want to dedicate this episode to him because he was all about training the community, and I toast to that.
This one's for you, Chief.
Free the Chief.
Chief.
Salute.
Niggas don't die. I said niggas don't die. I said niggas don't die. The livest ones, niggas don't die. I said niggas don't die. We keep our heads up to the clouds and our feet up on the ground, cause my niggas gon' forever hold it down. I said niggas don't die. See, niggas don't die, we just multiply. Ain't afraid of death, look the enemy straight in his eyes. Since we the ones who been here since the beginning, we'll be the ones with popcorn feet up when the world is ending. But this is just the beginning, no, we are not finished. Ancestors set the ball in motion and we still